Hi guys, it's Lena. Welcome to my channel where I like to give life advice. I like to talk about my opinions on subject matters, and I also like to talk about mental health. If that sounds good with you, go ahead, like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. That way you know anytime that I upload. Hey guys, it's me again. Oh my gosh, this is my second video and I'm so stoked on this topic that I'm going to be talking about today because it's very near and dear to my heart. Every single thing that I talk about is near and dear to me because I think it's important to talk about certain subjects, to inspire people, to motivate them, and basically to connect with each other, because that's one of the hallmarks of YouTube, is that it sort of gives you a feeling of community, even though it's kind of like a one-way conversation, if you will, sometimes. So, but I'm happy to be here and sharing my experiences with you guys, and I hope that you guys can take something from it. The topic of discussion that I wanted to talk about today was that you should let your adversity in life strengthen you. I know a lot of times we get put into these situations where it's very hard to come up with the mental strength to really take on these situations. You know, and what may be hard to one person may not be so difficult to the next one, but I feel that we all have our own path that we have to follow, and we all have these situations that we have to learn from. So what I think is really important is that you let these adversities strengthen you, but don't let them harden you to the point where you become a very cold and distant type of person. Because that doesn't benefit anyone. It doesn't benefit you. It doesn't benefit the people that you're trying to connect with. You know, you should always learn as much as you can from a situation, but just do not let it get to the point where it makes you feel jaded in life. But with that being said, a lot of times we get into these situations where everything is just so hard and it's beating down on us, and believe me, I know exactly how that feels. I know how it feels to not, to just be so weighed down by things and to have life really beating your ass, it seems. But, you know, there comes a point where you have to, I don't know, take the bull by the horns and then really just rise up to the occasion and make your life something that you've always wanted it to be. And you always have the power to do that, regardless of what anybody has told you in the past or what you've even thought yourself. You know, sometimes we can be our own worst enemies and we don't really see things for how they could be for us. You know, sometimes we don't think that we deserve to be in good situations, so we stay into these circumstances that no longer serve us. So it's really important to not wallow, even though sometimes it may feel very comfortable to just wallow in these situations that just weigh us down. But we can't do that, because at some point you have to pick yourself back up, because if it's one thing that's really important to remember, is that life marches on no matter what. Do you want to be that person that just stays static for the rest of your life and has no growth, and you know, you can't move on or anything? No one wants to do that. Everyone wants to grow, everyone wants to prosper, and it's just really important for you to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and just charge forward. Even though it is so hard. It is so hard to muster up the strength, but it is so important to do so. Sometimes you have no choice but to be strong in certain situations, because life can knock us down and we always have to get back up. I think it's also important to maintain a level of humility as well. You know, sometimes we get past these situations and we may know someone who's struggling as well, you know, and we just tell them, oh, well, you'll get through it, you'll be fine. Well, you know, sometimes they don't have those tools to be able to navigate through certain problems. I feel like maybe it would help if, you know, maybe we would give them advice, or we could reach out to them, show some compassion. You know, it's not so much to just you know, pat them on the shoulder, be there for them, But to just tell people like, oh, you'll get through it, it's fine, you know. No, it doesn't work that way. Sure, the person may be fine in the long run, but that doesn't take away the immediate sting of a situation, you know, because it takes time to be able to heal. But we all have it within us to really be strong and to charge forward and to change our circumstances. And that's another thing. We have to let circumstances change us for the best. Even though it may be painful, sometimes you have to let certain parts of you die off that, you know, may be weak or that's not serving you, whether you like it or not, because that's just the way life is. You have to be very adaptable. If you're the type of person that stays static, or, you know, you're not really flexible or anything, this can cause problems, because life is adaptation. And that's just really important to remember. You always have to do things to change and to move forward and to better yourself. And sometimes that means mustering up all the strength that you can to change things for yourself, and to basically tell these people and these situations to fuck off. To fuck off, because you have it within you to change. Always. Everyone has the ability to change. Whether anyone wants to sit there and give you the side eye, you have the ability to change. Fuck these people, fuck these situations, pick yourself up and charge forward. Prove to yourself your worth. Fuck these people. Don't even go out of your way to prove anything to anyone else. Prove it to yourself that you are strong and that you are capable. That is what's most important. Because a lot of times, these are the same people that's putting you in these shitty situations. And they just want to sit there and act like they are superior, and that, you know, you'll never change, you'll never prosper, you'll always be down in the dirt, so that they can always look down on you. But fuck them. You got to know what you guys are worth, guys. That's all I can say. And though it's hard, you're going to be put through situations in life where you're going to have to learn that you have to be strong, and that you are worth so much more than what people put you through and what circumstances are basically happening to you. I wish you nothing but peace and strength. Your peace and strength is going to come from God. Always. Always. Not through other people. Not even through yourself. But through God acting within you. You got to know that. Love you.